Jack Tries Nation, what is good? This is our first ever full recorded video on YouTube rather than doing YouTube shorts or quick rebuilds. We are going to be rebuilding the Morant Portland Trailblazers. So as you can see, this is the trade: Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray for Morant. It's looking like the Grizzlies are going to get absolutely fleeced, but have no fear. We're going to be rebuilding the Grizzlies real soon, but we're going to be focusing our attention onto the Portland Trailblazers. But before we do get this started, make sure that you guys are following on the TikTok and make sure that you guys are subscribed to the YouTube. We are so close to 100 followers and we are so close to 24K on TikTok for a 24-hour stream. So let's get the first trade of the day going. Morant is indeed a Portland Trailblazer, which is honestly very shocking, in my opinion. Just because I feel like this team needed a point, like an actual point guard, just because Damian Lillard was injured last season. I mean, we also have Drew Holiday, who was getting older, and then you have Scoot. And Scoot is a very, very interesting player because he is young. He is 22 years old. He's still on that rookie deal, and we have the team option for that. But we might have to trade him, and I have a pretty crazy trade idea in mind to get this rebuild, or not rebuild, because we need to win a championship here. So yeah, I personally really like this team. I like this team last year. They finished in the playoffs, but I don't think we have any picks in this year's draft, or if we do, we might have traded. We have a second round pick. So let's just start the rebuild like this. The draft already happened, so I think Portland honestly traded this pick down, but still, I personally would honestly take like two second round picks for this pick. I really don't want it. So let's just go down the team player options. I'm not really interested in drafting for this team. I feel like the goal is trades and honestly the signings because we do have a decent amount of salary cap. So now team player options. We're gonna obviously bring back Donovan. We're gonna bring back Scoot, and I'll bring back City. I bring him back. That's a pretty favorable deal. He's a 74 overall. The progression might be on our side there. So bring back that. Qualifying offers. I bring back Caleb Love. I would take some Caleb Love. I feel like the progression for him should be pretty solid. We're gonna just let everyone else walk, just because there's really no point. So now, let's go to the roster. Let's see what moves we could make because this team is honestly in a position to win now. If they do trade for the guy that I have in mind, and the guy that I have in mind is actually two guys, but I think the first guy is a lot more realistic than the second guy, and that is Jaylen Brown. I think a Jaylen Brown trade. I know Jaylen Brown has been very, very frustrating with Boston and how the Boston management has been treating him. I think a realistic trade could be with Boston, and that trade would probably look like um, would probably have to look like Drew Holiday and maybe Scoop. And it would probably be just for Jaylen Brown. This would probably be the deal. I think we can realistically take one of these guys out, and maybe replace it with. I, it's tough. It's tough to see who we can actually replace these guys with. But let's just start out with these two guys. Yeah, Boston's a championship team, and we have a load of picks. I mean, like we can give an Orlando pick in 2029. We can also give our pick in 2029. So, or 2028 for Orlando, and then 2029 for us. And then honestly, I think we can give our pick in 2027. Or we can, I guess. I guess a 2030 pick from the Bucks. Okay, so it's not looking like we can get that going. So instead, let's try to just trade Drew Holiday because I feel like Drew Holiday could be the odd man out. I mean, you have Jordan Poole there, but I don't think Jordan Poole really helps us. We got Jalen Suggs. He's younger, but we're giving up a first round or we're giving up a pick. I'm pretty sure for him, so it doesn't really make any sense. Two first round picks from the Grizzlies. I'm about to be robbing the Grizzlies, but Pods is also here. I think we just go to free agency. I mean, our point guard position is literally crowded. But I am going to move Drew to the two. And then the three position, I think we can upgrade for a backup. The four position is very, very weak. So that is where we're going to try to get someone. And then same thing with the center position because I believe Robert Williams is a free agent. Yeah, yes, he is. So I would love Mitch. I think Mitchell Robinson is a realistic path to go down. I know the New York Knicks cannot sign him, so Mitchell Robinson is definitely someone that I'm going to be looking at for a backup big. Now at the four position. Again, the four position is a little bit weird for us, but I don't hate Dean Wade. I don't hate Harrison Barnes. I know he just signed back with the Spurs, so let's just go Dean Wade. I don't hate Dean Wade, and then we do need a shooting guard. Norman Powell is here. A little reunion with Portland could be funny, but I think Tim Hardaway Jr. Could be a little cheaper option. Maybe just give him a 1 year deal, or we could realistically go down a path of. I personally don't hate Landry Shamet, but Landry Shamet just signed back with the New York Knicks too. Matisse Thybulle, he's here, but we got to see our options. Yeah, so Mitchell Robinson actually accepts, Dean Wade accepts, and then Tim Hardaway Jr. also does accept. So we're getting those three guys. I love it. That's honestly a great move, in my opinion. So let's just sign those three guys. That means no Robert Williams, and I feel like Robert Williams. I like Mitchell Robinson a lot better than Robert Williams. No disrespect. Now for our four position, which is really really weird. I don't hate Precious, but I feel like Roy could be a lot cheaper of an option. He can help us now. He might start for us. Um, and then for our two position, backup two, we got Quentin Grimes. I don't hate Quentin Grimes. Duncan Robinson's here. He's very, very cheap, but I know the progression is probably going to lead him down. Jaden Ivey, no comment about Jaden Ivey. Landry Shamit's here for a minimum. Jordan Clarkson's also here. I don't hate Luke Kennard. Um, not a lot of twos that I love. I don't think there's a realistic path to Simon signing with us. Duncan Robinson. I don't hate Ludor. I think Quentin Grimes wouldn't be terrible for us. Just let's just sign him to a 2 year deal, and yeah, he accepts. So our free agency is looking like this: we got Mitch, Wade, Hardaway, Roy, and then we got Quentin Grimes. I think those four guys, or five guys, are fine for us for just our rotation. Caleb Love signs back. I mean, our qualifying guys sign back. And well, let's look at the progression. Who goes down by three? Damian Lillard does. Sharp goes up by two. We got Donovan going up by one. Scoot Henderson goes up by three. Drew Holiday goes down by four. So we really should have maybe traded him during the offseason. But you know what? I don't hate how we held on to him. And our bench, look, our young guys are going up in progression. So I don't hate that. I don't hate that, guys. So now let's go to the beginning of the season. Let's look at the lineup and let's see what moves we can honestly get going because I personally really like this team on paper. I really, really do. Let's upload this year's class. Hopefully, we can just win a championship. But this isn't going to be a 1 year rebuild. I'm going to try to go for two championships. So hopefully we could try to get something going there. Repeat would be awesome, but we have to make some big moves, ladies and gentlemen. And it all starts with seeing how the lineup is. Lineup looks good. I love how Dame is coming off the bench. I do think that we have to get rid of Drew. Drew is, I was about to say, I thought Drew was a 69 overall. Drew is a 78 overall. And I don't hate if he goes to. I mean, Tim Hardaway, I feel like at the three makes a lot more sense. Drew at the two, he doesn't even go up. Dean Wade could just stay at the four. Um, okay, so let's see what we can get for Drew and maybe a Tim Hardaway because that contract with Drew is, and also Drew's supposed to retire. I don't know if you guys saw that on the screen. He's looking like he's gonna retire. So let's try. I mean, Sengun is here. Sengun. Oh my god. OG's here. You got James Harden, D. Anthony Melton. If we could get Sengun, I I think we can honestly get Jalen Brown somehow, some way on this team. So I think unfortunately we have to add one of these guys on in the trade. And I think it has to be Scoot. I think Scoot has to be the odd man out. And we could get back Luthor. I don't hate Luthor here. Did they say Jalen Brown was untouchable? Yeah. All right. So untouchable Jalen Brown. He's not untouchable in real life. I really should turn that off, but That's fine. We can go to an alternate route there with trying to make this move happen with both these guys because I do like a package of shipping Drew Holiday and Tim Hardaway with his favorable contract. Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm shocked we got him for only like $4 million, but that's besides the point. OG's here. I don't think OG's going for that cheap, if I'm being honest. James Harden is here too. I don't hate James Harden, but I also don't love him either for this team. Um, Harden might not be like a terrible decision for this team, just because he would also be coming off our bench. He will not be starting. He will not be starting for this team. So I don't hate Harden coming off the bench. I understand you guys are going to be like, oh my God, that was a terrible trade. I don't hate Harden coming off the bench, especially that I'm going to put him at the 2 position. So Harden is not going to sniff the starting lineup. D. Anthony Melton is a guy that I want to kind of move on from, but let's just see what we can get from him. I'm not going to force a trade. Jordan Miller is here. I don't hate Jordan Miller. A first round pick is also here. Um, I don't hate this Kings offer. I don't hate that Kings offer. Um, hmm. Nurkic is here. I mean, a reunion with Nurkic is not even bad from the Pelicans. I think that's something that we're gonna do, just because that center position with Mitch. Mitch is a little bit injury prone, and I don't hate if we traded Mitch because Nurkic is a lot cheaper of a contract, um, especially as a backup. And we really need a we really need a 2 well, a two position. I don't think we should really be that worried about just because Harden can play that. And then a backup 3. I'm hoping Harden doesn't get put into the lineup, and yes, he does. Um, yeah, Harden's coming off the bench. That is for damn sure. School Henderson is here. Nurkic is here, and then Mitch. We could give Wade a couple minutes, but I don't hate if we can maybe try to maybe trade Nurkic. I don't hate it because one I feel like one of these centers are gonna get injured. It's 2K. The centers always get hurt. But I think I like the team though. I like the team. If we could maybe trade Harden for like a big player, like literally a Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown's kind of the guy that I'm looking at. Darius Garland is here. Literally, they got traded for each other. Jimmy Butler's also here, and I don't hate Jimmy Butler. Honestly, I don't hate this Jimmy Butler trade at all. But not a lot of options here. I think we should just hold on to what the team has, and we just kind of see what happens. We just sim all the way to the trade deadline, and we see how we get things going. We are starting, and Sharp breaks his ankle, but we are 3-0. We are 3-0 right now. Um, 6-0. We have not been losing, ladies and gentlemen. So maybe the Harden coming off the bench is not a bad experiment. Um, 100. Do you guys see that game? 153 points. That's pretty crazy with the Utah Jazz. Shout out to the Utah Jazz. If you know, you know. Again, I go live every single day talking sports. Fantasy football season is about to start, so make sure that you guys are locked in to the Discord. Again, we're gonna be doing a 24-hour stream. Shout out to Carl Anthony Towns, NBA Cup MVP, back to back NBA Cup champions for the New York Knicks, my New York Knicks. But right now with the Blazers, though, the Blazers are dominating. We are third in the conference. We are 24-8. So we gotta maybe make a big time trade. I think a big time trade could definitely be in the horizon. Um, and I'm hoping maybe the Celtics are reconsidering that untouchable with with Jalen Brown. I'm hoping that they are reconsidering that because honestly, I don't really understand. Like, I don't understand the untouchable system in 2K. I feel like if you're past like a 90 something overall, they just add you to the list. And 32-13 right now. We are third. We're still third. Watch OKC be like third or like 40-2 right now. And 36-14. We can see the standings. And Minnesota is 40-10 with LaMelo Ball. The Mavericks are 39-14. And then we are right behind with 36-14. So let's go to the trade finder. Let's see how we are actually doing. Denny is actually down in overall. And yeah, Denny is low key having a disappointing season. I mean, Harden is now on the team, and James Harden's not looking bad. James Harden is not looking bad with 18 and a half. Lillard, 20 points for Lillard coming off the bench, and then Ja is averaging his 24. Damn. Let's see what can honestly. I mean, Mitch is hurt. Like I said, like I thought I kind of expected one of these centers to be hurt. Um, and maybe Mitch wasn't the best signing, but still, now we really can't trade him. Sharp is making 20 million. I did not even realize that, but let's try to maybe move on from Harden. I would not mind to see a Harden trade that can maybe revolve around. I mean, Lauri Markkanen's here. I don't hate Lauri Markkanen. I think that would actually help our starting lineup. But what's Lauri doing? Averaging 19. I mean, I don't hate Lauri at all. I just think if Harden's averaging like 19 and shooting 50, 40, 90, I think that's something that we have to honestly keep. And this is Harden coming off the bench. Oh no, Harden is starting. Um, I mean, I don't hate this lineup. I really don't. I don't hate the second unit either. Wade is up to an 82 overall. I don't think we need, or I think we definitely need to make a move because this is not a team that I feel good about confidently in the playoffs. But maybe we could trade Wade and a couple of these young guys, get a solidified four because the four position is really the weak point here. And there's not really a lot of guys that I'm loving. I mean, Jordan Miller is always showing up. Or this is the brother of Julian Champagnie. I mean, maybe we could get a guy like Julian Champagnie, but I don't hate if we can maybe get. I mean, they have Tobias. I also don't hate trading for Tobias Harris. Um, Tobias Harris is not someone that I hate. Um, yeah, I mean, acquiring $4 million. I mean, we can make up that money. I feel like if yeah, no, I don't think we can. If I'm being honest, we might have to get rid of Yang though if we do want to make that push. And again, I don't hate if we give up our young talent. We gotta win a championship though. That's all that it comes down to. And Max is here with Highland, Bones Highland. Damn, Moose is here with Jones or with James. I don't hate that either. Dort and Luca are here. Um, Paul Reed is also here. I don't hate Paul Reed, but I think I'm going to be doing this trade with the Kings. I don't hate this trade at all. We get Bones Highland, and I think we can honestly flip Bones Highland and maybe like Nurkic. And I'm sorry, Nurkic. I mean, I know you were pretty serviceable for us, but two guards that I like from the Grizzlies, I don't hate that. Jenkins and Paul Reed are also here. Neesmith is also here. Charlotte has given us both their centers, and again, like our center room is going to be like our point guard room in the beginning of the year. It's going to be way too crowded. Um, I don't hate Neesmith. I don't hate Jenkins, and I don't hate Paul Reed here. Don't hate both of those guys. Um, but I think I'm going to be doing Ty Jerome and Small. I think Ty Jerome definitely gives us the most upside at our. Um, I understand we have four guards, but still, I think what we could do with this lineup now is maybe move Sharp to the four, or not the four, to three. And then at that point, we do need a backup two, or even like a starting two. And I don't hate Ty Jerome at the two. I don't hate that at the two, him at the two, or I don't hate. Nah, we can't put Ja at the two. Or we could just move Ty Jerome. Like we could just get Ty Jerome off the team. Or we also got Javon Small. So I don't hate it. We move on from him. And maybe try to get like a legitimate backup too, because now Harden is our guy. Dean Wade is here, by the way, so maybe we can get Dean Wade back. Um, I don't hate the picks. I don't hate that. I mean, Scottie Pippen Jr.'s here. Justin Champagnie's here. Miller, I'll be honest, man. Jordan Miller has just been here chilling. But I don't hate Wiggins. I don't hate Wiggins at all. Um, but I think we can get James. I think I don't hate James just because I know James is a more versatile player. If we put, yeah, oh my God, he's an 80 overall. Yeah, perfect. So now I don't hate this team. I think this team can still go far in the playoffs. And I think honestly, we could play an 11-man rotation and we can go 11-man deep. Chauncey Billups is still the head coach, by the way, which is kind of crazy. But I don't hate this lineup. I really don't hate this lineup at all. Um, let's try to win a chip. I mean, if we could get rid of Harden and try to get like a star, like him, maybe in, like Ty Jerome, I think that's going to be the end goal. I mean, Sengun has been like screaming everyone's name. Jamal Murray's here. I don't think Jamal Murray really does anything here. Laurie's here. I don't hate that. But Sengun has been like screaming my name. I think we have to do this Sengun trade, and maybe we could put him at the 4. Yeah, bro. I mean, Harden going back. I understand this seems like a crazy, crazy move with Sengun, but I think Sengun can really. Joel Embiid, Joel Embiid, Trey Young. Amen. Amen. Okay, we're not gonna do the amen trade. That's kind of crazy. Trey Murphy's also here. Um, Sabonis and a pick. Kessler, and fucking Laurie are here. Joel Embiid here is absolutely insane. I think what we could do, we put Sengun at the 4, and we just ride this lineup out. We just ride this lineup out with how it looks. Josh, Scoot, Denny, Sengun, and then Donovan, and then we got Lillard coming off our bench. We got Sharp coming off our bench. Our bench is really really good. Steven Adams is here. I'm probably gonna just trade Steven Adams for picks. I'm sorry, bro. I really don't want Steven Adams even getting rotational minutes. Also, it's $13 million off the books. So hopefully we can maybe get a guy. I mean, Royce O'Neal's here. I don't hate Royce O'Neal. Um, I know a lot of people were hating on what team was it? Charlotte for trading for Royce O'Neal. I don't hate Royce O'Neal. I don't understand the hate for Royce O'Neal. I think he could be like pretty serviceable for us. Um, good 3 and D guy. So we can maybe try to flip him though, but I don't hate Paul Reed. But I'm not giving up a first round pick for Paul Reed. You're out of your fucking mind. Um, yeah, and I honestly think this is how the team is going to shape up. I don't want to do too many moves that mess up the chemistry, but Hauser's here. I don't hate Hauser. Al Warford, and we get Dorian Finney-Smith. Yeah, I think we just hold on to what we have, and hopefully we try to win a championship with what we got. I mean, um, and no, we're gonna sim through it. I'm gonna trust that Sengun trade. I think I think that makes us a better team, honestly, from what we had before with Harden. Hopefully, we didn't shake up the team too much, and we only lost the Miami Heat with Giannis, and we did that rebuild on the TikTok. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a championship there. But if you guys want to see me rebuild a team, let me know in the comments of my TikTok or this video. I would love to rebuild teams. And if you prefer the shorter, like quicker videos that I post on my TikTok rather than like the longer videos that I'm going to be posting on my YouTube, let me know that too, or let me know about that too, because again, this is the first video on YouTube, like the actual, like first long video on YouTube that I'm going to be posting. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. As the Portland Trailblazers are, we are destroying it, but still we are not a top 3 seed. And Damian Lillard is the 6th man of the year, averaging 20 points, shooting that 50, 40, 90, bro. Look at Dame time go. And then executive of the year, we don't get that, but shout out to Cat. Shout out to Cat. I'm assuming there's going to be no Portland Trailblazers here. Yeah, exactly. There's going to be no Portland Trailblazers here. But anyway, we are third seed. We're going to verse against the not Mikel, Miles Bridges Phoenix Suns. We're going to sim the play-in tournament, and we're going to sim game 1. We got a 1-0 lead. Game 2, we got that. Game 3, We got that, and it's looking like we are going to sweep them. We're going to sweep them Suns. And now the Lakers. We're going to play against the Lakers. The Spurs stroke of 2-0 lead. And now we got the Los Angeles Lakers, and it's looking like we are going to go to the conference finals. And we are going to be versing against, shout out to Scott Blake being proud of us. But we are going to be versing against the LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards. Um, yeah, Anthony Edwards and LaMelo squad. Another team that made a big time move, but I feel like our team is just so much better. Um, so let's try. The Knicks already have a 1-0 lead. Game 1 goes to Minnesota. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4, tied series going back to Portland. We win. And we are in the NBA Finals. Shout out to Sengun. I told you, man, the Sengun move was going to do wonders for us. And he gave us 19 points, 5 assists, 6 or 7 rebounds. And then, damn, he's giving us a block too. I mean, 60% shooting splits. But we are versing against the New York Knicks. And I'm sorry, Knicks Nation. I have to stop the repeat from happening. Game 1 goes to the Portland Trailblazers. Game 2 goes to the New York Knicks. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to the Knicks. Game 5, we're going back to Portland. We win. We are 1 win away from winning the NBA Finals. Let's try to win it in New York. I'm sorry, New York. I'm wearing my Knicks hat, so my apologies, New York Knicks. But we are indeed NBA champions. Ja Morant with Finals MVP. Now, can we do it again, though? Can we do it again? I guess that is what you guys are going to find out right now. So, first, we're going to go to player retirements. LeBron is indeed retiring. Al Horford, we could just let walk. Mike Conley. Stephen Curry? Hell no, Curry's not retiring. Come on. Jersey retirements. I'm assuming it's going to be Braun and Kyle Lowry. Shout out Kyle Lowry. League meetings. I got to make sure like nothing. All right, goaltending. Come on, bro. Like we're not doing this. Like what? Um, yeah, we're not accepting that. Draft lottery again. I don't even think we have a first round pick. So let's just go look at the roster. Let's try to just do this really, 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 really quick. I don't think we have a first round pick. We have 2 seconds. And honestly, we could make a lot of noise with this. I mean, we could try to maybe flip Royce O'Neal. I mean, we could get 2 first round picks right now from what it's looking like from some of these teams. I mean, Detroit's picks are there. Um, I don't hate this trade for Detroit. Um, I don't hate that. We're giving up Royce in 2 seconds for 2 first round picks, so that is fine by me. And then James is here, but it's a team option. I'm gonna probably decline Mitchell Robinson. I'm not gonna lie, we do have to get rid of Mitchell Robinson with this thought process. And then honestly, do we try right now the trade for Jalen Brown? I don't think that's a terrible move. I don't think that is like the silliest idea, but I don't want to shake up this team too much. I mean, oh my god, we got Austin Reeves on the screen, so we're basically almost there. Um, I mean, we got it. We got to do this. Am I right? Like, we have to take Austin Reeves on the team. So now we got Austin Reeves on the squad. I think we can honestly just trade Austin Reeves. I mean, Trey Murphy's here. I like Trey Murphy more than Austin Reeves. I know that might be like a crazy take, but Dyson Daniels is here. I don't want Dyson Daniels if I'm being honest. Like he can't shoot to save his life. I know the defense is there, but I personally like Trey Murphy more than Reeves. That is just me. I'm gonna put Murphy's position at at the 4 or at the 3. Oh my god, I keep on messing that up. But Trey Murphy, this is already a squad. Denny is going down in overall. I'm sorry, Denny. I'm sorry. But let's go to we didn't even draft a rookie, but let's try to run this team back. I mean, Lillard has declined his player option. Dame, what are we doing? Qualifying offer, Scoot, come back. But Dame, what is Dame doing? Dame wants, bro. Dame wants $24 million. Are we kidding me right now? You're 37 years old. We don't even have a two, chat. Oh my. I mean, if Zach Levine, damn. Well, Scoot, we got to sign back Scoot. That is like the main. Where is he at? I was about to say, like, if he signed with the team, I was gonna crash out. He wants $30 million. Fine. You know what? Um, that was 200. That was $200 million for Scoot. I'm shocked about Dame, honestly. Dame not coming back, but it is what it is. Affordable twos. I don't hate D'Anthony Melton. I know we kind of just gave up on him. And then honestly, Gary Trent, like a Gary Trent Jr. reunion. I don't hate that either. And then, Caruso. Caruso's also here. He could play the two. But like Dame, literally Dame not signing back. That's like a big shocker to me. I'm really shocked about Dame not signing back. But disappointing, I guess. But you know what? We don't need him. We don't need Dame. The team right now is looking still solid. Caruso goes down by 4. Yeah, Caruso, lock in. Like, what are we doing? Let's go look at the lineup. Hopefully, we can make some moves. We can try going back to back here because Portland has not won a championship since the Bill Walton days, and that's like, oh my god, that's so long ago. Oh my god. I'm assuming that was like like late 70s, like probably like 78, and that's like a very like odd guess, but still. Um, so now let's look at the lineup. I mean, we have D'Anthony Melton playing the two. Yeah, that is not happening. We really don't have a two. Oh my goodness. We could low key just put Sharp back at the two. I don't hate if we put Sharp back at the two, and that is looking like what we are going to do. So lineup is going to be Ja, Sharp, Denny, Sengun, and then Donovan at center. Bench, Scoot is still on the bench. You got Trey Murphy, and the rest of the bench is looking good. I mean, we could trade Caruso, and that looks like what we are going to do. I just don't know what we would get for like Caruso and a D'Anthony Melton. I understand they are both on minimum deals, but I mean, I don't. There's no point of maybe trading for for Jaden Hardy. I mean, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s here. I don't hate Tim Hardaway, and we get a first round pick. I don't hate that at all. Noah Conley or Noah Clowney. I don't hate Noah Clowney, but Davion or D'Anthony Melton. Why is he like low key like so many stars? I'm gonna trade for Tim Hardaway and this pick. Hopefully, maybe one of these picks can be up in crazy value because in 2029 we have a load of picks. So I think at this point we can maybe trade Sharp and like a couple of these picks. Maybe we could get like, well, not a trade finder. If I could like maybe, I mean, I know the Jalen Brown like experiment. I know like he was untouchable, and I should really check if he's going to stay as or if he is like untouchable still. How much money are we behind? Oh my goodness. Celtics are gonna have 15 players on the team. This guy's at 56 overall. Oh my goodness. $24 million. What the fuck? All right. Scoot would probably have to go here, but I don't even think there's a point of us doing this. I mean, like, would it just be like a straight scoop for Jalen Brown trade? Which, look, I don't mind like doing that, but is there even a point? Is there even a point of me trading for him at this point? I don't. I don't think there is. Um, I'm just gonna let the lineup play out how it is. If we are not on the same pace as we were last year, a big time move needs to be happening. So we're keeping that big, well, technically not that big three. You know what? Where is Damian Lillard? Where is Lillard? He's back on the Bucks, bro. He's back on the Bucks. Are we? And he's down to an 82, by the way. You know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm just gonna try to maybe trade back for Dame. History does repeat itself, am I right? But like that is just crazy how he just magically went on the Bucks yet again. I wouldn't mind like I don't think it's possible. He's making 24. He's making $24 million a season. Yeah, bro. There's no way. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Dame. You know what? History does repeat itself, I guess. Um, and right now we are losing a bunch of fucking games, but we're gonna just fill this out manually. But all right, we're back on track. We're back on track. We're 7-4, 8-4. Um, Dame really leaving us though. Like after winning the chip, he just leaves. That's madness. Um, nah, we're not gonna do that. Again, if you guys are liking this, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the YouTube and also going over to the TikTok because the TikTok, that's where I am going live most of the time. That's where I am going to be doing a lot of these quicker rebuilds where I go live and debate about sports. Fantasy football season is coming up, so be sure that you guys are in the Discord. Yo, what is up with Carl Anthony Towns in the cup, bro? Oh my god. This is the second time. The Knicks have won the last three NBA Cups. But no, I appreciate all you guys watching the video, supporting me means a lot. So we are so close to 24,000 followers on TikTok, and then when we get there, I mean that's a 24-hour stream. So, but right now we are still the third seed. We were the third seed last year. So hopefully there's some improvement. But I wouldn't mind just going all in for this season, and we could. Oh, hey, we're the second seed. I was gonna say we could get to like 35 wins at this point. Um, a lot of like stupid trades like coming on the screen. I should just disable it. Yeah, I'm just gonna uh, disable the CPU offers at this point because they're just getting worse and worse at this point. Yeah, I was about to say we could get to 40 wins, but yeah, I'm gonna stop because we are the third seed. And am I nervous about? Oh well, oh my God, Denny's injured for 2 to 4 months, so he won't even be coming back into the playoffs probably. So now we really, I think we have to make a move. We have to make a move. Who is this? Keyshawn George or Keyshawn George? I don't hate a Keyshawn George trade. Um, Champagny. I said Champagny could have probably fit perfectly on this team. Um, we don't really need a guard. I would do this if we really needed a guard, but I don't think we really need a guard. Um, oh my god, yeah. I think we're gonna do the Champagny trade. I don't hate this trade at all, and I think if we put Julian Champagny at the yeah, if we put him at the three, he goes up. So I don't know if he would honestly start. I don't think he would. Oh no, he will. I mean, what's his stats? Oh, he's averaging 8 points. I mean, still, it gives us a different type of feel for the lineup. But damn, Scoot is an 89 overall. He's averaging 17 coming off the bench. John Morant, he's averaging 23. Sengun, let's see how Sengun. I mean, Sengun's averaging 20 and 7 and 6 basically. Um, let's see how Donovan's doing. 7 points. Okay. Um, again, I well Cole Anthony. I mean, there's just guys that we need on the roster, but I don't hate if we do try to maybe flip. Um, I mean, Sharp's been here from the jump, so I don't want to give up on Sharp, but Sharp maybe we can. I don't know. I don't think we can get this Jalen Brown trade, but I mean Trae Young is here. Trae Young. Wait, oh my God, I was totally just misinformed about that. I thought it was just Trae Young and George for just Sharp for a minute. Um, J Dub is here, but I don't think J Dub's gonna push us to the next level. Jalen Green, I don't hate Jalen Green. I mean, Jalen Green's averaging 26. Oh my God, and he's on Charlotte. So, honestly, right now, I might just hold. I mean, maybe we get rid of Cole Anthony and try to maybe trade for like another big. But I don't hate the way the team's going. I really don't. We can get back Murray from from the Kings. I mean, he's probably playing with his brother over there. But Marvin Bagley, I don't hate a Marvin Bagley trade at all. I don't hate Marvin Bagley on this team. Um, just in case one of these centers get hurt, we do need another guy. And also, he isn't making a lot, so maybe we can get someone better. I mean, there's Danny Wolf. I don't hate Danny Wolf at all from Brooklyn, but Dante's here. You know what, bro? We're trading for Dante. Shout out Dante. I don't hate Dante because I know if we put him to the two, yeah, I don't hate Dante. And also, I didn't even think we had a backup two outside of Scoot. So yeah, Dante on the team. Okay, yeah, this team's gonna make a run. All right, so let's hope that we can repeat. I think we made a potential dynasty right now. I mean, I think we can sim one more and get a three-peat, but um, because we also have draft capital too. Yeah, no, I'm liking this team. It sucks how Lillard just left. I thought, I mean, he's making $50 million for the next 2 years, so that's already shocking in itself. So we are losing some games though. We're on a 3-game losing streak. Also, Danny should be coming back real soon, so this team it should be able to repeat. This team should be able to repeat. Um, we are still the 3 seed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe we did get lucky because the Spurs did lose to the Lakers in the first round, and then we had to play against Minnesota either way. So Minnesota was a tough competition either way. But I think the top 3 seeds are gonna still be like us. Or well, OKC wasn't even a top 3 seed. Peterson is rookie of the year. Jordan Smith, oh no, whoa, Peterson is MVP. Okay, interesting. Dillingham is most improved player, and yeah, Dallas is getting shit going. Anyway, we're still the 3 seed. We're gonna simulate that play in. We're versing against the Lakers yet again. So game 1, us. Game 2 is going to the LA Lakers. Game 3 is going to us. Game 4, us. Game 5, a little gentleman sweep. Yes, sir. And we are versing against the Dallas Mavericks. Game 1 is going to go to Dallas. Game 2 is going to go to Portland. Game 3, Dallas. Game 4, oh my God, Dallas. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I do not know why. Someone's injured, though. Someone is definitely hurt. I don't... Whoa. No one is injured. I don't know why the lineup was like that. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Sharp was not starting. Dante was. I mean, Dante's averaging third. Yo, Dante hasn't missed a free throw. Dante's low-key going off. Sharp is playing like shit. All right. Let's see what happens. Game 6. We need to win the force of Game 7. Are we going to get there? And honestly, is not looking like another championship will be coming to Portland. But we got one, and that is all that matters. Let me know what you guys think, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate all you guys watching. But you guys have a great day. Let me know what team to rebuild next, and let me know what you guys prefer, the YouTube video or the TikTok short. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.